One more question about Coltrane. I seem to recall you told me an amazing story, an amazing cinematic. You go to a concert where John Coltrane is playing. Detroit is right across from the Detroit River, where Detroit gets its name, from the city of Windsor, big city for Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
There is a Canadian came across the river to Detroit to a concert that you're at as well to see John Coltrane. I seem to remember he passed out and woke up, and there's Coltrane, almost like Esther and Ahasuerus, almost like the story of Esther and the Esther and the Scepter. Hey, it rhymes. By the way, look up the Josephus, Esther, and the Scepter story. Tell the story of a Canuck that woke up, looked up, and saw Coltrane. Hey, that rhymed as well. The Esther Scepter story, look it up in Josephus's works. And the Canuck that woke up, looked up, and saw Coltrane.
Well, what happened is, I think we was at Cobo Hall. Coltrane and I was standing on the side of the rail, we was talking.
Yeah.
And this guy, this white guy, he was a young guy. He lived in Canada, and he come to the store, him and someone else with him, would come over at just about every Saturday and come in the store and they'd buy records. And we would talk, and I was showing different things and play things for him and turn him on to different artists and things like that. And Coltrane was one of them. He came by, we didn't know we were going to see each other, and there he was. So I reached out to him and I introduced him to Coltrane. He just like passed out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just like passed out. And so, but the Coltrane, we would always be together a lot of time because I got to know Elvin Jones, McCoy Tiny. We talked a lot. Elvin Jones, I believe, is from Pontiac, Michigan. Elvin and his three brothers, they played, one plays guitar, I think one plays bass, and Elvin Jones plays drums.
Musical family.
Yeah, and Elvin Jones would play little drum, he played loud, and he would grin, and he would sing it. And so we would go there, and we would always had something to talk about. I would sit downstairs with them, I would go there all the time. I go home and eat, and sometimes take a sandwich with me down there. Because the Monarchy was still from 6 in the evening to 6 the next morning.
That's the first cafe in the state of Michigan, the Monarchy.
Yeah, it was called, they didn't sell alcohol at the time. They sold tea and stuff like that.
Coffee?
Coffee. Because I remember I went there, we sat down, and the lady came, she had her hair long.
How long?
Well, when she came over, she did like that. And the hair went all down in the face. She said, "May I help you, please?"
Had a Miles Davis.
It was kind of a unique place they was trying to establish. That's what I'm saying. It was called a coffee house. I believe it was a coffee house, and that's when it started out. I used to be there. Nina Simone was there.
You saw her there?
Yeah, I saw Nina Simone there. She had it packed. I remember Nina Simone came in. They did a promotion on her, and at the time she was with Candace Lave, I believe. And a friend of mine who promoted her, he had the promotion at his house. He lived in a mansion off of 12 and 14. His name is Pete Hall, and he was a promotion man. He ended up on D-Town Records and that kind of thing. But anyway, he was promoted for a record company in the beginning before he started on his own. And he had Nina Simone at his house, and we was invited. And they had a record player there, and we sat around. There wasn't many people there. And Nina Simone sat on the couch and sat on her legs and read a book. She had an attitude. People,
she was bipolar, infamously.
I didn't know that.
Oh, very.
But she was very cold, man. She
a lot of demons.
Yeah, and I went and put on I don't know what I put on. Changed the record or something and put it on. We started dancing. And then we left. And I never talked to her. But I did. That happened. That happened. But she had weird anyway. I don't know what you mean by that.
Mood swings.
Oh, that's what it was? Okay.
She either loved you or she hated you or a little bit of both.
I never really, but I know we didn't like her. But she did a concert over there, and she took me in a spell, man. She was a snake, and she's something else. She's an entertainer. I like her, yeah. But we didn't get along too good as a friend. I never saw her since at that time.
You like her music, though.
I love her music.
Love her music.
Pogie. I love you, Pogie. She brought that back again, And Nina Simone, and she could play piano too, man. But she had mood swing. I know she didn't like her. We was all there. There wasn't that many people there, but she sat on the sofa, on this big chair, and sat on her legs. You know how you sit on and read a book.
Closed off to the world.
Closed off to the world. And so, but I do remember that. Just came a long ways anyway. We all came a long ways, but that's how it was in the beginning. Yeah. Mm.
Wow. So many legends. LEGENDARYLEECANADY